Hello, beautiful people. It's that MA double T, and riding with me as always, Scott, and our special guest today, Rico. What's up, my guy?
Going on, fellas?
How you guys doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh,
It's a
just cruising.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful up here in mid Michigan.
No, I will say colder because as you get closer, the temperature keeps dropping.
It's warm for us.
Yeah, what is it, like 48 over there?
Um, let's see. It is touching. Where to go?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's 74 here, so
When we left this morning, it was 61 in Sevierville.
Well, it's 50 here in Clare.
Yeah,
In March. I'll take 50 all day long.
yeah, that's true. Michigan's different.
Yeah.
yes, they are.
So today we will cover the NBA playoff picture. We don't spend a lot of time talking about that because who cares? NCAA March Madness starts this weekend with the conference tournaments. We'll be talking about that. The NHL playoff picture starting to take a little bit more shape. We'll talk a little bit about that. And the Lakers play in the CCHA semifinals tonight. Hopefully they can win. No, I'm sorry. That game's tomorrow at noon. No, I'm sorry. Laker basketball is tomorrow at noon. Laker hockey is tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And then we'll spend a little bit of time looking at the spring training. And then, of course, my favorite time of year, NFL free agency. I love it.
And it is crazy right now what's going on.
Yes, it is. So the NBA playoff picture, again, really don't care. It's not like that might be just a segment we cut out here going forward, but I did advertise that it is there. So the playoff picture right now is as followed. Boston, of course, out east. We had the Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, Cleveland at 3, New York Knicks at 4, Orlando at 5, and the number 6 seed is the Pacers. And then in the play-in tournament, the bottom 4 teams to get in are Atlanta, Chicago at 10 and 9, and then Miami and Philly at the 7 and 8 spots. So there's a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of basketball left to be played. I think there's about 20 games left.
Yeah.
Detroit's looking like they're going to get that last play. The last.
Oh, they're shooting for it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, definitely going for that number 1 draft pick.
Yes, sir. So I got a question for you guys. In basketball realm, all we've been hearing lately is about Bronny James. Bronny James this, Bronny James that. LeBron shows up at his games. He now, I believe, I heard he is exiting for the NBA draft this year. Do you think, Matt, that he A is good enough to play in the NBA? B will go somewhere, wherever he goes, you think you'll see LeBron James bounce in 2024, 2025?
Well, straight away, I'm going to answer the first one. I'm going to answer the second one first. Yes, because LeBron James has openly said wherever Bronny goes, he's going to follow. He wants to play with his son. Now,
exactly.
Is Bronny good enough to play in the NBA? No. The kid is mid. The kid is mid as hell. He hasn't shown anything. His stat line, and if anyone out there's watching, or when this comes out, and if anyone sees this and wants to come at me, I want you to just look at his stats and tell me where he is, where he fits in the top 25 kids in the draft class. Because I think just because he's a King James kid doesn't mean that he is an All-American or anything. And to touch on LeBron for a second before I go off completely, he got he got busted and popped positive for against drug.
Yeah, busted for what?
He got popped for steroids. He tested
Really?
positive.
Really?
Yes, it's not on the banned substance list yet. But
Or, yeah.
his drug test came back positive, but not for a banned substance.
I know that.
So the kind of I'll go. I will say, I'll agree with you. He is kind of mid. But much players going to do. I guarantee, yeah, him and his dad will be on the same team. Oh, you got me?
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
they come to Detroit. Maybe they come to Detroit.
Yeah, no, we can keep him out of Detroit. Yeah. Because I got a gut feeling that he'll try to make it happen to where he goes to the Lakers to join. He'll try whatever he can to make his son get on the Lakers.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. Because, yeah. But then out west, we have Oklahoma City surprising everybody. Denver is back where they ended last year. Minnesota at 3, the Clippers at 4, the Pelicans at 5, and another surprise team, the Sacramento Kings. And then the 4 teams trying to get into the playoffs are Golden State at 10, Lakers at 9, Dallas at 8, and Phoenix sitting at 7. Again, lots of basketball left to be played. Golden State just needs to get hot and jump over those 3 guys. But
yeah, Minnesota's looking really good. They really are. In Oklahoma City, man, they're playing really good.
I really like Dallas.
I got to say, my first
a lot too.
Oh, Dallas. I mean, Luka. I mean, you can't go against. I mean, not just Luka. The whole team plays so well together. Yeah. But with Luka, they are 10 times better.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, I believe the final 2 teams playing for the championship, I'm gonna call it ahead of time, is going to be the Clippers and the Celtics.
Wow.
I'm putting that out there.
Clippers, huh?
I'm gonna go. Boston's gonna be there, and I think it might be Denver, Boston. If you get Jokic,
well, Denver has Denver's always got a high chance of getting back there again. But I keep saying it. Don't underestimate the Clippers, man. They're starting to gel better together now. They've got a dynamic team. And if they really start functioning, they're going to go all the way.
I think Phoenix has an outside chance too. I think Phoenix, if they play together and as a unit, they can win. They can win a lot of ball games and get to the finals too.
I think you're going to see a really good Eastern Conference semifinal with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be Celtics year there. And I will have to say,
yeah, I think this will be the Celtics year.
Yeah, I might have to shoot. Phoenix, they looked good last year, but I'm going to say probably Denver. They're hot now. I want my boys from Golden State to be in there, but I just don't think they got enough. So. Where are we going next?
I would love for them to be in there, but it doesn't look like it.
No.
So we have March Madness. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I love college basketball. We have conference tournaments going on right now, and in the start of the second half, Michigan State 35, Purdue 43 in a tight game. So. That Purdue team's a team that could end up being a number 1 seed somewhere, and I really think that they're good enough to be the number 1 seed and to get to the Final Four.
Absolutely.
So we had, like I said, St. Patty's Day is always college basketball to me because we always have the conference tournaments, and we find out then if you make it to the tournament or not. So next week's show for everyone who watches will be our show where we pick them, where we pick the tournament, and so we don't have no one commented on the punishment yet. So this is I don't know if we need to put a poll up on TikTok, on Facebook, whatever. But what the loser of the tournament pick'em needs to have a punishment.
Yeah. So Matt and I are gonna be picking the tournament, and whoever has the most wins throughout the tournament wins the bet, and the other guy has to do something. So I don't know. So
and mind you,
oh really?
Yeah.
I'll just say one thing
undefeated. I'm undefeated.
He is undefeated.
So far
through football. But I'll say this: I watched some college basketball 3 days ago with Michigan when Michigan played against. I don't care. I don't know. But it looked rough. They looked rough.
They're horrible.
It looked like a max school. That's how bad they look. They look they played in.
Don't dog on the MAC. Don't dog on the MAC.
No, that's just a small conference that I thought of. They looked bad. It was bad.
They did. It looked like a high school squad playing out there.
Absolutely. I was like,
quite honestly, it's their coach. Juwan Howard should not be coaching that ball team anymore. He needs to go. I'm a Fab Five guy. I'm a Michigan guy. He just needs to leave. He's done. He's throwing punches at other coaches. This ain't the WWE, my guy. Get the hell out. You can't have that.
He's not good for that team as a coach. You know.
No, he's a thug. In other scores right now, Mississippi State 20, Tennessee number 5 Tennessee is down by 9. Halfway through the quarter, first half. Yeah, Tennessee losing 20-11. So
that's kind of a shocker right there, man.
Yeah. So the rankings, the top 10 right now are number 10 Marquette. So these top 10 really, they're almost guaranteed a spot, right? So you got Marquette, Kentucky at 9, Creighton at 8, Iowa State at 7, Arizona at 6, the Tennessee Volunteers at 5, UNC at 4, Purdue 3, UConn 2, and Houston staying firm at 1. That Houston Cougar team, man, like you watch out. They're going to. That's the best team in the nation right now.
They're playing good ball for sure.
A lot of people dog on them because of their conference they play in, but yeah, we got that. So we have again the conference tournament started yesterday or Wednesday for a lot of the conferences, and will be pretty much ending tomorrow afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow afternoon. Let me double check this. Saturday.
Captain Refercho, thank you for jumping in the chat. Brittany, Cody, thank you for jumping in the chat. Hey Kim, thank you. Drive safe.
It's the conference tournament finals are all going to be Sunday, so we'll find out Monday, late Sunday, early Monday, where the tournament teams fall. So the Big Ten tournament final is on Sunday at 3:30. The SEC tournament final is at 1 on Sunday. And I didn't see where the ACC. The ACC tomorrow.
I don't know.
The Big 12 tournament is tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Big East tournament final is at 6:30. The MAC championship is tomorrow at 7:30. ACC tournament final is tomorrow night at 8:30 on ESPN. So a lot of good basketball is going to be played this weekend. This is where things get really fun to watch, and expect some. I love this time of year because you get the teams like Valparaiso, you get the teams like Creighton, like Virginia, VCU. A few years back made a lot of noise. You get teams like Marquette, teams like Davidson make runs. Just these MAC schools have a history of doing something big. Kent State got to the Elite Eight, knocked off Indiana, knocked off a couple other schools along the way. So a lot can happen this time of year. And hey, I'm here for it.
So who's the school again that has the lady in the wheelchair that
Loyola Chicago.
Yeah, Loyola Chicago. Will they make the tournament?
Not sure on that one.
But yeah, you're right though, Matt. There's a lot of teams out there that I would say I've never heard of. I mean, Winnipeg, wherever they're from. Florida Atlantic, Norfolk,
yep.
Wagner, James Madison.
I mean, before Steph Curry came out of Davidson, did you know where Davidson was? Probably
Nope.
not.
Oh, Sam Houston. But I agree with Matt. Absolutely, I agree with Matt that there's two things I get pumped for, two tournaments I get pumped for, in all actuality. It's the NCAA tournament and something that we'll talk about in the summertime, the Little League World Series. That hands down to me as a sports fan. If you don't like those tournaments, there's got to be something wrong in your head as a sports fan. Because we all filled out that. Tell me, we don't lie to me because we all growing up bought 2 or 3 free passes so we can fill out 3 different ways the bracket's going to end up. I mean, I did it.
Yep. Oh yeah, you sit there, cut it out, you start filling it out.
Absolutely. That's fun to be a sports fan around this time of year. Sure.
But yeah, those teams are like call them the sleeper teams. Everybody tries to sleep on them, but they end up showing you out.
Yep. Absolutely.
So we have, let's see here.
Where are we at, Matt?
There we go.
What are we doing?
No, I just
Rose?
my screen went blank with my screen went blank with.
Oh.
Anyway,
I was like, we're gonna go somewhere. Where are we going?
So we have 2 games this weekend for hockey in the CCHA tournament, and we got those 2 teams. We got Minnesota State against North Michigan Tech, I believe.
Yeah.
They play tomorrow at 5:00 in the afternoon, and following that game, we have Lake State versus Bemidji State.
Yep.
A lot of good hockey will be happening in the CCHA tournament semifinals. And
Now, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong? If the winner of the finals, they get an automatic bid into the Frozen Four.
Yeah, not to the Frozen Four. They into the hockey tournament.
Okay.
So let's go Lake State. Let's make that run. Let's get it.
Yep.
Let's go and win ourselves a CCHA championship and hopefully make a run and ruin people's dreams of being NCAA champions.
There you go. We have I don't know if Rico knows this or not, but here a couple times this year we've had a goalie from Lake Superior State. He graduated several years ago. Not going to tell him his age, but he then was goalie for the Ottawa Senators. Aaron, so if Aaron's watching, if he sees this, go Laker hockey. So yeah, he was in goalie when Matt and I were huge CCHA hockey fans. So anyway, go ahead.
Into the NHL now. This is where the big boys play. We are. Let's see here. I want to make sure I got my. We are roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 16 games away from being done. So this is where it gets fun for hockey fans. Every game, especially if you're a Wings fan, every game matters in this situation. Every game matters. Because we got the wild card. Detroit played themselves out of the second wild card by losing 5 in a row.
7 in a row.
Oh, 7? Was it 7?
Now it's 7. Yeah, I just looked at it.
Wow.
But they're very much still in the thing. That's the thing. They can turn this around. But if the playoffs started today, we're talking playoff picture right now. We got the Florida Panthers getting the New York Islanders. You got the boss. You got, in my opinion, the best matchup between the two really good teams. Boston and Tampa. And then you have Toronto against Philly. And then the Rangers in Carolina.
Yeah.
Now, Cody, the Buffalo Sabres may have beat the Wings, but they are nowhere near the playoff picture. So
no.
Get out of here with that Buffalo Sabre talk.
Yeah, I don't watch.
That's. Oh, sorry. I can't believe that's 7 in a row now.
Yeah.
We're stepping in the wrong direction.
Sir.
We got to, because we lost last night to Arizona at home.
Matt was telling me a cool fact about their losing streak. They changed their logo on their jersey 7 games ago, and they haven't won since.
Really?
Well, it's not the logo on their sweater. It's not the logo on the sweater. They put a logo, a sponsorship logo on their sweater.
They added something to the sweater. Take that damn thing off that sweater and turn your game around, bros. Start winning.
Seriously.
I mean, dude.
1, 2, 3.
This is finally a year that Detroit Red Wing fans can get excited about the playoffs, and you're gonna go change stuff up on us. Come on.
And we're sitting here like, playoffs? We're lucky to win a game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can't even, I mean, what is are the Pistons even at 12 wins yet? I haven't looked in a while. I got irritated with them.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're at 12 wins now.
We got 12. Last time I looked, it was 8 and like 32 or something. I was like, no.
Well, Cody, tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. and 12:30 noon, high noon apparently, really, we get the Sabres coming into Detroit, and we are hungry to win. So I'm really hoping we put up like 7 goals on you for that 7-point comment.
Do you realize, Matt, if they lose to the Buffalo Sabres, your world's going to suck all day long.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Taylor Swift won't let my Wings lose to the. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at the games. The remaining 18 games, there's remaining 16 games. 5 of them are against teams that are in the wild card hunt.
Wow.
So we need to win those 5 games to get back into this thing.
Absolutely.
But going out west, we have Colorado, or if the playoffs started right now. For the Western Conference, you got Colorado taking on Vancouver, or not Vancouver, the Vegas Golden Knights. That's going to be a great series too. Got Dallas taking on Nashville, the Winnipeg Jets in LA, and then Vancouver and Edmonton. I love that Edmonton team. Connor McDavid is an absolute stud, and I can't wait to. I hope nothing but the best for that team. But I'm really hoping for Toronto. If Detroit can't get into the playoffs, I really am going to push for. I really like the Toronto Maple Leafs. I hope they can make a run.
The only other ones I try to go for besides the Red Wings is Nashville.
Yep. I like Nashville and Tampa Bay. So I got 3 teams that hopefully 2 of my 3 teams will make it. Hopefully all 3 teams make it, but we'll see.
So that's that for hockey. We're about a halfway point, and spring training's here right now. The Tigers are actually at the bottom of the second right now, tied with the Blue Jays 2-2. The Tigers are actually playing pretty good in this spring training. They're 12-8. It's not bad.
Not bad. I will say that because I seen their first spring training game, and as a Tiger fan, I'm like, oh no, because I thought for sure when you go out against the Yankees and you get slackled 22-10, I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be a bad year. But
that was their first game.
They've turned it around. I will say they've turned it around. Good to hear.
I've been following the Texas Rangers because of our boy Grant.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I don't think he's played, has he?
He has. There was if you go to his Facebook profile, he shut down. He came in as a closer, and he got the final out of the game.
Nice.
Yeah. Through I think it was 2 strikes in a row, 2 foul balls, and he struck the guy out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So, and you know what's funny is we gave our way early predictions for the MLB season, right? Mm-hmm. And we all, both of us, we picked the Minnesota Twins to win the division. Mm-hmm. And I know it's spring training. I know they're trying to figure their stuff out. But the Twins are sitting at 6-12. Maybe they're not as good as we thought they were.
Maybe not.
But the Kansas City Royals we picked to go last place in that division are sitting at 13-7. So
yeah, we're thinking something wrong. We don't know our baseball or something.
Maybe we don't know baseball. But yeah, there's a lot of, again, it's spring. People are still trying to shake off the rust, trying to get things moving. A lot of rookies are playing. Not a lot of the main players are really getting a lot of time. So that's a lot. But the 2 teams that I called for the World Series are right there, the Dodgers and Baltimore. They're both teams are just lighting the scoreboard up. But yeah, that's spring training baseball. So, and as we get closer, I think we have about 2 weeks left of spring training, and then we dive into. We're going to be talking a lot of baseball and weekly updates on where our teams are and that kind of stuff. So the biggest
we'll see how the Tigers do.
I think they're going to be. They're a playoff team. I think they can make the playoffs.
I think so.
So NFL free agency is a crazy time right now. Crazy. Let's just start with Saquon Barkley going to the Philadelphia Eagles. What?
Oh, buddy.
It's like, wow.
Oh, buddy.
And he's catching all sorts of shit for that. He is getting Tiki Barber's like, you're not a true giant, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, no shit. He's an Eagle.
He's an Eagle now. You got that right.
Money talking, my guy.
Yep. And a healthy Saquon is a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Sure.
When that boy is healthy, he is going off on every team he goes against. I don't care how good your defense is, he's going past you.
Yep.
So if he can stay healthy, man, that will really help Philly out.
They lost. Philly, in turn, had to I think they traded DeAndre Swift to Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and I'm telling you right now, the NFC North, my boys from Detroit, maybe this might be, maybe Dan Campbell was right. Maybe this was our one and only shot at getting to the bowl. Maybe.
Last year? No.
Yeah.
No. They picked up two good secondary for the defense to help out this year, and that's where we really struggled with last year. So I see some good things happening.
I mean, I do. If everyone's the only team that seems to be in the downward spiral is the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm okay with that because screw the Vikings.
Well, yeah, even because I mean, it's not really; it's just kind of rumors, but they were talking about it might be happening. Trade with the Bengals for Justin Jefferson for T. Higgins and a first-round pick. Or sorry, T. Higgins goes for Jefferson and for a first-round pick as well. So you would have Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and Justin Jefferson on a squad together. And Minnesota will really be hurt.
Well, that would honestly, if that happened, the AFC North would be the toughest division in all of football at that point. Just based, I mean, because Derrick Henry, another one. Derrick Henry going to Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson going to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
That's
what?
Crazy.
I just became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I really did. I was like, because I love that dude. That guy is amazing.
Bronco country, let's ride. Like, get out of here. You suck.
He's a good quarterback and he can go off. So, but I mean, the Steelers getting rid of Deontay Johnson, that kind of sucked for him.
Did they trade him?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. Man, I wonder if I will let me look at this and see. About kicking off now, I don't want to kick myself off. I have to look at it. But I saw Deontay Johnson was getting.
He went to Carolina. He went to the Panthers.
There you go.
Wow. That makes zero sense for Pittsburgh to let him go.
I don't understand it. You pick up Russell Wilson, but then yet you get rid of Deontay Johnson.
Did you see the Dallas Cowboys news today on the ticker?
What happened with them?
Dak Prescott got himself into trouble. Sexual allegations.
Oh, no.
Couldn't have happened to a better group of guys.
Police look into alleged sexual assault by Dak Prescott. Thursday morning, they are investigating alleged 2017 sexual assaulting involving Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Something back in 2017. Yeah. He's being claiming he is being extorted for $100 million by the woman he and her attorneys. $100 million this lady wants.
That's just Sean Watson all over again.
What?
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson. I mean, Dak needs to get a hold of Watson and be like, listen, what do I got to do to beat this? I mean, and Cody's little comment, Steelers country, let's weld.
Oh, Cody.
But, no, I think we have, God damn it. Look, that's just.
I read that today.
After an MVP caliber season, this comes out.
Yeah. It was on Jim Rome's show. Jim Rome was dogging him. Holy cow, was he dogging him?
In a crossover from wrestling to pro sports, Janelle Grant only wanted $3 million, and the rest of her $3 million, and she got shit on. What did Dak Prescott do for $100 million?
Don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just reading what's fact. No idea.
I mean, but yeah, just and then what the Buffalo Bills are like absolutely blowing up their defense for whatever reason. They lost Jordan Poyer. They lost that other defensive back they had. I can't remember what the kid's name is. But they lost their two best defensive backs. They got rid of Gabe Davis, their second best wideout behind Stephon Diggs. It's like they don't like.
Yep.
Sorry. All because they want to restructure their the money to be able to have it for Von Miller. It makes zero sense. Von Miller is past his prime and needs to be just gotten rid of.
You guys were talking about Deontay Johnson, right?
Yeah.
He just got traded. He just got picked up by Carolina, so Bryce Young will have somebody to throw to. So that's going to be good.
If he can steal over his offensive line.
Well, who else did Carolina? Who else did Carolina just get to? They acquired somebody. I can't remember off the top of my head.
They got Robert Hunt, the guard from Miami. Damian Lewis, a guard. They got a bunch of defense, is what they got.
Didn't they get Joe Burrow? I think they got Joe Burrow.
No,
not Joe Burrow. Sorry. No, not Joe Burrow. Sorry. Joe Mixon.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that on this one.
No, Mixon.
I thought it was the Panthers that picked him up.
No, he went to Texans. He went to the Houston Texans.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, because I was like, he's going with a decent quarterback, and yeah, he's going to have C.J. Stroud. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, he and then Kirk Cousins comes into town in Atlanta. That was huge for them. And in a big move, they traded Desmond Ridder, his backup quarterback, to Arizona late last night for a couple really good receivers. So now he's got Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, and another pretty solid guy on the outside. So I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to win that division this year.
Flacco went to the Colts. Dang.
Who else is there? I think we've really touched on the big ones. Keenan Allen gets traded earlier today. Keenan Allen, number one wide receiver for San Diego or the LA Chargers, gets traded to Chicago.
Wow.
That's Chicago. That's what I'm saying. That NFC North is going to be tough. Still no word on whether or not Chicago is going to trade Justin Fields or not.
From what they were saying earlier, because I was watching it earlier, and there was a couple teams that were looking at him, but they passed on him. Like, he got passed up quite a bit.
And it sucks because I think he's a quality guy. I think he's better than Caleb Williams. I don't like that kid. Anyone who wants to sit there and wants to say, I want part ownership in the team that I'm drafted by. No. You're a 19, 20-year-old kid. You don't need to have ownership stock in the team that you're going to play for.
Sure.
Aaron Jones to the Vikings is another one.
That's what I was going to say. Did you take a peek at the – oh, yeah, Aaron Jones. Did you take a peek at the Commanders?
Oh, they made big moves.
Because they picked up, I believe, Austin Eckler.
They did. Yes, they did. Let's see here. They got Zach Ertz, Brandon McManus as their kicker, Marcus Mariota's their backup quarterback now, Bobby Wagner from Seattle, they got him. And they got one of our guys, one of our linebackers, Anthony Pittman. So,
yep.
So it's just crazy, and I compared it to playing Madden. Like, these are the kind of trades and free agencies you would see if you're playing Madden. This is not the typical NFL free agency period. It's just not.
No, it's not. So,
no, it's not.
You guys.
This is something you're just like, wow, this is really happening.
With all these trades going on and the draft coming up, where do you see two of our boys that we love so well that are going to be missed so well in Michigan? Where do you see JJ going, and where do you see Corum going if they go?
I have my I have my feelings. But you can go first.
Man, I got to think about that one for a second. Honestly, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt. I got to think about that.
There's two teams that I see right away that are going to need a quarterback. We'll start with JJ. It's either going to be Minnesota. I think he could end up playing for the Vikings. And that would kind of scare me a little bit because I'm a Lions fan, because I know the kid can play. The kid can ball out. He showed it this year. He showed it the last 3 years. The other team scares me for him because they don't have anything for him around him, and that's the New England Patriots. Those are the two teams that need a quarterback. But also, now that the Raiders have gotten rid of Jimmy G, that's the third landing spot that I can see him playing for.
That's where Danny Harbaugh is, right?
No,
he's at the Chargers.
Yeah, he's with the Chargers. And now Blake Corum. Blake Corum. There's two places that I can see him ending up, and one is in a Giants uniform, and I think that would be absolutely career-ending for him. No offensive line to block for him, so I don't want to see him as a Giant. But the other one I would love to see, and this team needs a running back, and that is the LA Chargers. And I'm sure Jim Harbaugh would love to see him come to the Chargers.
Yeah, see, that's my first pick for Corum was actually the Chargers because, that's his coach. He'll be familiar there, and they could really utilize him there. But then I was also thinking he could possibly go to the Panthers. They just picked up a couple guards up front to help out with Bryce Young and to help with the running game. So that can help them out. He would do good there. JJ, I honestly was thinking Minnesota. They're desperate need of one right now, and he'd be very good to go.
First round or second round picks?
JJ first.
Blake, first round.
I'm going to go JJ first and Blake early second. I think he's going to fall out of the first round. And the sleeper second round pick, I'm gonna say Roman Wilson will be playing on Sundays, and he will be in the late first round, early second round, because the wide receiver group is really thin. Because outside of Marvin Harrison Jr., there's really no guy that's all like, holy shit, this guy.
Now, that tight end from Michigan, is he in the draft too, or
no?
Good.
No.
God.
Loveland and our boys from Michigan landed themselves a new running back coach and offensive and run game coordinator from that school from Columbus.
No freaking way.
He is
really
their former running back coach is now our running back coach and offense and run game coordinator.
Now there's much more reason for that game, huh?
I mean, it makes me happy. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside knowing that we're going to beat them for the 4th year in a row.
Oh, yeah. That just makes it better, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It brings back memories of Bo and Woody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How many of our players were actually were going into the draft?
There's quite a bit. And, another guy that I would love to see Detroit to pick up is Sandstrom. I think Sandstrom would be an amazing get for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's going to fall to where we are picking.
But what are our picks, Matt?
Hold on, let me.
Where are we at?
Detroit NFL draft order. We pick.
So I'm going to throw this while Matt's looking at this. I'm going to throw this out there.
29.
You guys all 29. Damn.
Yeah.
So everybody knows Joe. Do you know Joe Wilson from Harrison? Rico?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, his son played for Clare basketball. Anyways, we have a salty Michigan State fan. He says, why do the refs that want Purdue to win so bad? Did they eliminate the 3 seconds in basketball? No, Joel, it's because they're good. Purdue is good. That's why. No. So he's on Facebook. He's just running his trap on Facebook.
Well, I mean, right now, Michigan State's only down by 2.
Oh,
56-54.
Maybe. I know we didn't touch on this, Matt, but will we see the Iowa Hawkeyes in the tournament and winning it all in the women's? Because I'm going to tell you, that chick for Iowa, unreal. Is good.
She goes off.
Oh,
that's Caitlin. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, you think
she
so?
is nasty. Didn't they did they have their tournament already, or?
I think so. I think they won it. I'm not sure. But they play some bad ball down in South Carolina and LSU, man. That was nasty, physical basketball with these girls.
That was
bad.
You know what's interesting on that aspect is you're looking at 10 girls got suspended, right? 5 from each team.
Yep.
The girls from South Carolina, that team is like 13 deep. Like there's not a single horrible girl that comes from that South Carolina team. At LSU team, they Iowa won the Big Ten tournament 94-89. I don't know, but Caitlin Clark, absolutely. She's an absolute monster in the women's game. That's really the end of it. We can talk NFL for the next 6 hours because there's a lot to cover. But we touched on all the big names, and there's going to be more to talk about next week. There's this time of year is so exciting because you got baseball ramping up, you got basketball getting ready to start the tournament, and then you got the NFL offseason stuff, and the rumors and the trades and the free agents, and just to see where your team ends up, and the draft is just around the corner as well. It's fun now. And I want to start the thank yous. Thank you, Rico, for stopping by and chatting with us today. It was a lot of fun.
No, appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Captain, Cody, Kim, anyone who watches this at a later date. Thank you so much for the support. Not to be an asshole, but I don't do it for you guys, but I'm glad that you enjoy coming and watching. It makes me actually want to do it more because you guys come and watch and enjoy what we do. And next week, there's a topic that I'm going to bring up for next week. The Riley Gaines lawsuit. We're probably going to touch on that next week. For those of you who don't know who Riley Gaines is, she is a former female swimmer for the Kentucky Wildcats, and she is going to file a lawsuit against the NCAA for the Title IX because they allowed a transgender person to compete in her sport. So we'll talk a little bit about that next week. Don't want to dive in and put a damper on what we've been talking about, having a good time here, but that's next week's show. It's shameful plug time, so you guys can plug the other shows on the HPWP.
So first thing I want to encourage people that are watching this or watch it later today. Join me on the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast tonight, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I can't believe I'm going to have the opportunity to do this, but I'm excited for it. I am interviewing from WXW, Julio the Cure Vertigo Rivera. Anybody that doesn't know who that is the son-in-law to Afa, the Wild Samoan. Rumor has it Afa might come on for 5 minutes. Whether he comes on for 5 minutes or no, still to have the ability to interview guys from his promotion. If WXW is the promotion ran by Afa, it is closing down. Their last match is in April. Their last big thing is in April. But Afa has given me permission, along with the Vertigo, he gave me permission as well, to have Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast cover WXW, the roster, and show events to do reaction shows. So that's exciting. Another promotion in Florida called FWE, Florida Wrestling Entertainment. Tyler Nimmons is a name that'll be on there tomorrow on Saturday night. James Creed will be on Sunday night, and then I got one from another Florida one, Bison Clutch from Florida Wrestling Entertainment on Tuesday. So Rico and I do Monday and Tuesday nights together. Sometimes it's guests, sometimes it's topics. But that's what I got coming up.
Then we got Wednesday. Not Wednesday, Tuesday. Tuesday. Join me, same bat time, same bat channel, 1:15 Eastern Standard Time with the Huge Pop himself, Scott. We will be talking about WrestleMania 16, 17, 18, and 19 next week. We'll continue our quest through the WrestleManias. It's our throwback show for the week.
What time is that at?
1:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Next Tuesday?
Yes. And then, so we'll be talking about WrestleMania 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then for the show, for the go-home show leading into WrestleMania 40, we'll be talking everything WrestleMania 40. We'll be giving our predictions of what matches, or of what's going to happen, what we think is going to happen. And I'm sure our predictions between Scott and I will be complete opposites.
Better bet that.
Because I do not acknowledge the tribal chief.
Oh, come on, man. But I will say this. I'm going with Cody. I'm going with Cody.
Now, I want to say this. With the blessings from Alpha to cover his promotion, I'm going to make this statement. We are part of the bloodline now. He gave us his blessings. We are bloodline. That's how it works in the WWE universe, after all. If you have a conversation with someone in the bloodline and they give you their blessing, you are bloodline. So, I guess I'm going to be like Jey Uso. I'm down since day one, but I do not acknowledge Roman as my tribal chief.
He'll be acknowledging Roman Reigns on WrestleMania Night 2. I guarantee it.
I tell you what, I will throw this out there. And I will make this a thing. And Cody, our producer, he's in the chat. You can clip this if you want. If Roman Reigns wins for the next calendar year, I will acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief until he loses that championship.
He ain't losing until the end of the year. Get your Cody cry.
I don't see that happening.
I don't want to get off script, but you guys are a bunch of haters.
And Cody, no. Tama Tonga does not join the bloodline. That's a no. Mm-mm.
Hey, I was hoping for that. I'm just agreeing with him. I was hoping for that. It's not going to happen, but I was hoping for it.
But, well,
we'll see.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. I appreciate you all. And check us out. We're on every social media platform there is. Check us out.
Yep. Thanks, guys.